Hello y'all, I'm back on this exercise bike. So this video is going to be about reserving empathic energy. And when I say reserving it, I'm going to go into more detail, right? So I'm going to give you a prime example. I was sick yesterday, had some respiratory issues because I have asthma, right? And I made a decision, y'all. I mean, I had my work duties I had to do, and I was sick. I was able to take kind of like a little rest, power nap type thing, still getting my work activities done. However, I made a decision, y'all, that I'm not taking no calls, no personal calls, unless you're an immediate relative. So if you're one of my children, my sister, etc., I would take the call. So I only received one call that came in from an immediate relative, right? So I took that call and that went fine. No problems, no arguments, nothing went bad in that conversation. So, like I said, I made a decision not to take any personal calls outside of immediate relatives because I wasn't feeling well. Now, in the process, because of my empathy, even though I'm not feeling well, I still was able to get medical attention for another sick relative, right? So that was taken care of, but when you're an empath, besides being on my deathbed myself, I'm going to take my other family member to the doctor if I need to, right? So I did that. So I feel good about that. But when I say I was sick, y'all, I was sick. However, I thought about something. When you're going through any form of grieving and you just left a funeral, whether it be in the state or outside of the state, you got to be careful with this, right? And sometimes we overlook the grieving process and we think, okay, well, that grieving process is done. Okay, you've gone to the funeral, you kind of getting back into your daily activities and you think it's just kind of okay. It's not okay. So the benefit of me not taking any personal calls outside of this one immediate relative that called for a couple of minutes or a few minutes is that I didn't hear nobody else's bad news, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm the type, I have some confidence or people that I can confide in and they can confide in me. And we help each other when we're grieving and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, if you choose to take a time out and you want to say, today I can't do it, I'm sick, and you don't do it, you will be very surprised how your energy works out, right? So I made a choice. I did it. Normally, I mean, if someone else is in need of emotional support, they may not be happy with that, right? However, you got to start taking better care of yourself when you're sick to reserve your own energy. Now, as a result, okay, I was amazed as to how I felt so much better quicker, right? Not only did I feel better quicker, right, when I got back home later that night, I was able to get a little project done. It was about 30 to 45-minute project, right? And so I got that done and started combing my hair and kind of working on myself. And I thought about it. Something came to me. I said, I don't feel sick no more. I feel good. I mean, basically, and I be on my sweet teas, y'all. That pure leaf sweet tea is a miracle worker, right? However, okay, you got to remember this too. And you may hear me on and off talking about the brain. Like I said in another video that I just did, I used to watch the brain surgeons, right? Years ago. So I learned a lot of stuff and I was able to put a lot of my own opinions and concepts in with what I learned, right? So when you are sick and you help someone else that's sick, that creates a positive chemicals in the brain that send signals to the body that actually heal you. So basically, when you do good things, you're triggering happy things, right? And when you do bad things, you're triggering negative hormones to go into the body, right? So this is what I want to basically share overall in this video, right? It is power to take a day off and not take personal calls, especially if you're the type of person and you're taking personal calls every day or every other day. You gotta take that day where you have no personal calls. And I feel that I reserved my empathic energy. I believe because I did that for just one day, I feel like my healing process went faster.